Gareth, we're really grateful to you for making time to talk to us today about the curriculum bill. I wonder if you could just start by telling us something about your own background in education.
I started teaching many years ago, 1966. I taught in secondary schools as an assistant teacher and then head of department. I then became deputy head teacher at a comprehensive school in the locality where I live now, and subsequently became head teacher of the school. And I was head teacher there for nearly 16 years. And on the verge of retirement, I was co-opted by the authority to work as a senior schools manager. And following that, I became Director of Education and Community Services for the county. And I was in that post when I retired.
Thank you. And what are your primary concerns with the bill?
Well, I've got lots of concerns really, but primary concern is the fact that they are now expected to teach not only religious education, but now it's got to be taught along with atheism and humanism and non-religious aspects. And I think this is an anathema, to be quite honest, because when you consider that you are presenting something which is spiritual, you are now involved with the non-spiritual. I don't know how teachers will be able to have integrity and credibility in teaching such a complicated set of things, different aspects, which counteract and undermine one another. That is one of my primary concerns.
Why do you think it's important to have a spiritual aspect to the school curriculum?
You cannot consider the human being without considering that he is or she is not simply flesh and blood, but also is a soul and a spirit. There's always been a recognition that that spiritual part of us is important to acknowledge and to develop. I believe that a school that diminishes the spiritual aspect diminishes the human experience.
And I understand as well that you have concerns about other aspects of the bill.
I have a particular concern about humanism and atheism. These are philosophies rather than creeds or faiths. And why should they be included in a faith program? Humanism, as we know, in its present form, wants to debunk religion. So it doesn't seem to me to sit comfortably at all with teaching religion, religious education. It wants to undermine the whole principle behind teaching religion. This type of curriculum, this type of envisaging of religion, ethics, and values, and including humanist standpoints, will push Christianity again further onto the periphery, so that the Christian heritage of our country will be in danger of being lost altogether. There was a consultation about this bill, which ran for several months. I was one of the ones who responded to it. And if you look at the results of that consultation, there was, for instance, changing RE. There were nearly 63% of respondents who were against the changes. And then withdrawing the right of parents to withdraw children from lessons, I think it was about 87% who thought that parents should have the right to continue withdrawing their children. What happened? Those were totally ignored. And I have a real concern for democracy as we go through this particular process.
Why do we need a right for parents to withdraw their children from certain aspects of education?
if you feel that your children are being indoctrinated by such attitudes and arguments, then obviously parents feel that they're losing their influence. These children have been brought up in a Christian home, let us say, and what they're meeting with then in these lessons is something which undermines everything that's been taught and applied in their own home.
There are broader concerns, aren't there, as well, about introducing this bill at this particular time?
I was concerned that this bill seems to be rushed through at a time when schools and the educational system generally are caught up in a whirlwind of COVID-19, other issues, examinations, how do they assess children, how are those children going to be assessed externally? And here we are having a major Welsh educational bill being taken through the Welsh Senedd. It appears that it's being rushed through when there is no actual need for it to be rushed through. I don't think that they can really do justice to any full discussion on this educational bill to make it an act of the Welsh Parliament, which really has been truly scrutinised.
Well, Gareth, we're so grateful to you for sharing with us your concerns about the bill. Thanks for talking to us today.
It's been good to meet with you.